Okay, welcome back everybody to the fourth and final video of Tweet Like a Boss. And this is where Kevin gets to brag a little bit about himself and show you just some fun things to do and give you some additional pro tips and kind of explain some of the other stuff that's out there related to Twitter that you can use to just have some fun or to find ways to grow your account even more than what you've learned so far. So first thing we're going to do is go take a look at the link list. And you can see we are down here right now, and we got a bunch of extra links here for you, and I'm just going to run through these quickly and give you an explanation of what they are. So let's get Twitter open here. Remember to check in, respond to everybody, and jump in your stream and create conversations. Every time you come to Twitter, create a conversation. You can see I retweeted this one. I am a marijuana advocate and activist, and so that popped up and I clicked with that and I retweeted it for them. Start a conversation and ask a question. That's okay too. But let's get into this fun stuff here and show you this. This is Twitter Counter, and that will give you your stats. So if you were to, I'm going to put in my main account on Twitter, and that will, geez, I can't even spell my name right. Look at that. I want to show you some stats. Again, you're going to have to authorize, and you see we're not entering a password. This is allowing it. It's recognizing my Twitter account, but you can check anybody's stats with this, not just your own. So I'm just going to save this and go. And here we are. Okay, it gave me somebody else's statistics. I didn't want to do that. I wanted my own. So let's go back here. I don't know why it did that. Oh, they must be promoting. Oh, featured user, that's why. Okay, so we're going to go over here then. That is a new addition. I don't use this stuff a lot, so everybody's trying to make things better, and that's a new addition. You can get sponsored at Tweet Counter. Okay, here I am, and you can see my statistics, the number of followers, the following, the tweets, and so this is a good way that you can check up on yourself or other people. You can also see they've added some buying stuff, and so I don't recommend buying anything, but if you find a way to do it, that's up to you. And this one is very useful. This is TWOP charts, and it tells you how long on Twitter. And the reason that is important is some of you, especially if you're activists, are going to come across accounts that are made to look real, but they have just been created because of certain causes that have come up on the internet, and they're there to fight against. So you want to many times see how long somebody has been around. Is this a newbie? Are they trying to pull some sneaky business with me, or are they a legitimate account that's been here for a while? So I'm going to pull up mine, and wow, my stats actually went up since a month ago when I checked. A month ago I was in the 91.9% percentile. You can see that's grown. There are only 5% of the people on Twitter or something that have been here longer than me. It will give you your start date, how many days you've been here, and again it'll show you your list, your favorites, your tweets, and a bunch of other statistics here. So this is kind of neat. It's a great way to check yourself and check other accounts that you may be interested in or suspicious of. And this is one that is very similar. Sorry for that slight hiccup there, folks. Okay, and this kind of does the same thing, but not as detailed. You'll just put your Twitter name in, and it's going to tell you when you join Twitter. And again, you don't have to use your own account for this. You can check anybody's account, and this is a nice way if you don't need all the details about them, but you want to find out how long they've been around. Just go ahead, and for whatever reason this is acting really slow today. maybe a site glitch, no control over that. So anyway, come over here. We won't wait for this. You just saw when I joined Twitter, so you don't need to see that again, but it is a useful tool that you may want to use. Mediafire is a website, not exactly specifically rather for Twitter, but can be used in conjunction with any social network, and it's a place that you can store files for free. Now it is a limited account. I forget, I think 250 megabytes or whatever it is, but if you have some files you want to store and be able to keep a link to those, you can go ahead and get a Mediafire account, and you can upload any type of digital file to that. You may want to audit yourself now and then, and this is a nice little tool too. Again, you always want to be checking yourself, and you can see my mouse was a little hinky there because the video processor is going as well. I'm processing the video you just watched while I'm creating this for you, so it may have caused some slight glitches with the site that didn't want to open up for us. So I apologize for that, but again, trying to get this out to you as quickly as possible. I'm really excited about all this. This site is where you remember me mentioning that you're going to get a bunch of spam accounts, and you see those spam accounts. You're going to want to check that, and you're going to want to deal with that. You can see my audit is pretty good. 93% of my accounts are real accounts, real people. I do have almost 5,000 fake accounts in there, but it kind of gives you an idea. This isn't bad because I'm not super selective about who I follow. If they pop up and they're obviously a spam account, I don't follow them or I get rid of them. But I don't look too deeply into that. But you do really want to keep an eye on this. And I would say that if you get down past 80%, you really want to put some effort into weeding out those spam accounts. It just gives you more legitimacy, and other people will be checking this out. Clout is a way that you can track your online presence, and it used to be really good when it came out. It's gotten kind of but it is something you may want to use. It will integrate your Twitter, your LinkedIn, your Facebook, your website, your YouTube, any place that you are online. You can link to Clout, and it will give you a Clout score. And I'm not going to bother signing in with that because it's going to show you the account that I'm logged into now, and that doesn't have a score at all. I think my main account is at about a 63. Why is that relative? It really ultimately isn't. You're going to see the effectiveness of your account, but it's a good way to gauge your progress and compare yourself to other Twitterers that you look up to or that you want to kind of follow in their status online, you might say. At times you're going to want to know how far a tweet traveled, and this is kind of neat. You can gauge how effective you are when you're posting tweets. You can type any word in here, or you can type your own name, and actually it'll tell you how far your name even has traveled. So, and again, you're going to have to authorize these accounts. One thing I am going to do before we end is bring you back to Twitter and show you where you get rid of these connections so that you can keep your account secure. If you allow access from an application, but then it's something that you're not going to be using that often, I do recommend that you disconnect the accounts. If the online website is ever compromised, then they could gain access to your Twitter account. So say a hacker, we just logged into TweetReach. If a hacker attacked TweetReach, they could possibly gain access to my account. Now this doesn't really happen, but I'm just going to mention it because it has happened on some of the newer sites. TweetReach has been great. I've been using this for many years. You can see the estimated reach for my name. In the last 17 hours, my name has reached 64,531 accounts with 50 tweets, 21 people tweeting about me, and again, that's less than 24 hours. 81,598 impressions. So that is powerful, and you can also use this if you're going to search how many people a certain hashtag is reached. And just because we just did a tweet storm for it, I'm going to check this hashtag, Stop the TPP, or Trans-Pacific Partnership, and show you that the hashtags work also. And please, if you are not aware of what the TPP is, please look into that. We need to rectify that situation. But you can see for that, in 4 hours, the Stop the TPP has reached 26,555 accounts. So neat little thing to track progress in your power. This is kind of just a silly little thing, but I'm making you aware of it because some people will use this site to find out when you're online, and that could be a dangerous thing. You might not want to, you're going to want to know that people have the ability to do this. So you just come over here and you sign in with Twitter, and it will tell you basically when you're awake and when you're online. It uses what it finds out about you to calculate when you're most likely online. This is another way to tweet rank, is another way to kind of gauge where you stand in the Twitter world, and I'll just bring you over there and show you that real quick. Again, you're going to have to authorize that account, let that connect, and then let's check this out. And they want you to give them an email. I guess I can do that. That's not a problem. Tweet like a boss at Masterofmanythings.com. Easy as that. And I don't know of this site spamming you either, so don't worry about giving them their email. And if that changes, then you can address that. But this, all the sites that I give you, I have interacted with for a minimum of 2 years. Many of them 4 years, and I've weeded out a lot of other options in the meantime. Okay, so we just logged in with our account. You can find, like, we'll just put in my main account so you see more statistics than you would with a new account. Not much information there. A tweet rank of 124,862, approximately 97.88 percentile. And then that gives you the rest of my statistics and some of the most recent retweets. So again, another nice little tool to judge yourself or to judge other people. And it's a good idea. You'll notice that this site also has my website link in here. So it's a good idea to have some of these accounts connected to you, or at least log into them, use them once, and then log back out, because it puts your website link another place on the internet where somebody could find it, and it puts your profile on the internet where somebody could find it. And that's the idea. We want to reach people, so you want to get yourself out there. Don't be afraid of that. This is just kind of a neat thing once you get down to Twitter, and I'm just going to mention this. We don't need to go there, but if you come to a place, and I did just a little while ago, where I thought maybe I wanted to find my very first tweet, and it would take you, I have thousands and thousands of tweets, 125,000 or whatever it is. It's a lot of tweets. I wouldn't want to scroll down through my profile for the last 4 years to get to the bottom of it. So this blog from BuzzFeed will give you the steps that you need to go back in time and find your very first tweet. We're not going to go to tweet value. I showed you that earlier, and that may be a neat thing for you now to check in now that you've grown your account. And now we're down to the end where I want to give you one way, and the only way actually that I use Twitter to generate money. There are quite a few sites that will allow you to do this, but I find sponsored tweets to be credible, easy to work with, and they have always paid me after I do what I need to do. And what do you need to do? You simply need to tweet. So we're going to sign in, and I'm going to probably have to re-sign in under my, you see it's recognizing me, so we're just going to click that and sign out, and then it's going to bring up my login for my regular account. We'll sign in with my regular account so I can show you that I have earned money with this and that they have paid me. You see, I do have $7 pending. You can see that I've made a total of $147, but this is over about 3 years, I think. I don't use this a lot because, again, my Twitter is not there to make money necessarily. I like the little bit of money trickling in. You can earn revenue from your referrers, and it's just a neat little way. There's two things that will happen here. You'll see I have no offers at this time, but I can show you some of the missed opportunities because I don't take every opportunity, and I don't suggest you do either. There were a few that I missed, and then you get a lot of pay-per-clicks. You see, and I pass these off for $1. I'm not going to tweet dog food. Black-eyed kids, I'm not going to tweet. So this stuff doesn't click with me. I'm not just going to spam my Twitter account, and I don't want you to either. You're going to destroy yourself. But this is a good opportunity to pick up an extra buck or two. There are two options, actually. Some of these will come up as a pay-per-click item. I don't deal with those at all because you end up putting a lot of tweets out for very few pennies. So I don't bother with any of those, but to each their own. Some people have found it effective, but I think it's just too many sales pitches going into my stream. I wait for the click watch opportunities, and those are when you get a set price to tweet. Now, I just did something ridiculous the other day. I was keeping this at about $2 and not getting a lot of offers, maybe one every month or something like that. It wasn't a lot. You can see that they think one tweet of mine is worth $83. So when I saw that, I just typed in something, 57. I have actually been paid up to $7 for one tweet. So depending on who you are and how you're using your Twitter and what keywords you enter into your profile here at Sponsored Tweets, you could do very well with this. And at one time, this used to pay my internet bill every month. I backed off from that, quite a few years ago when my goal on Twitter isn't to spam people or to just keep selling them stuff. So, but to each their own. There's nothing wrong with you using Twitter to make money. It's just not why I'm there for the most part. So this is a neat little thing. I want to mention ClickWatch. Enable that. This will get you more offers. Offer to take some non-profit ones. I have not seen any in 3 or 4 years. I have not seen any non-profit offers, but click it. Makes you look good. The ClickWatch is a system where you're going to get paid a set fee for a tweet. You'll get the offer. You'll decide to accept it or not, and then it will get tweeted. If it doesn't receive enough tweets the first time out, you may have to tweet that link up to 2 more times. So worst case scenario, let's say you get $1 to tweet a message. It doesn't get any clicks the first time out, or it doesn't get enough clicks, and they ask you to do it again. Each time it only takes you about 20 seconds. So worst case, if you spent 1 minute to make $1, that's $60 an hour. No, you're not going to be able to do that and actually take in $60 an hour, but the ratio is just awesome. So I think it's worth doing. It'll help you make a couple of bucks. And then there are other things out there on Twitter like this. I've had issues with some of them claiming that I did something wrong and taking my money. after the fact. I've filtered through a lot of these. A lot of them are ineffective, or they're just spammy, scammy sites. I find sponsored tweets to be very reputable. And again, you also have the option with them to join their referral program, which is easy. Just go over there and tweet this link out. Explain it to people. They give you a place you can tweet it right from here. You can also pick up banners to put on your site, and people can actually hire you from your website to tweet for them and bring them over here to sponsored tweets. So you will make money off the people that you sign up. You'll get a few pennies. It's not a lot, and it doesn't hinder them, but it's just money trickling in once somebody has signed up. I think for the first year, you make like a 5% override on what they generate. So every now and then you get a little notification you made 10 cents, but you didn't do anything. So if you have these little pennies trickling in, for a guy like me that lives very humbly, that's a big deal. If I can, a dime, I mean, I will stop and pick up a dime. So if I get a dime and I didn't stop and I didn't pick anything up, I'm even happier. So if you want to use that, that's a great way to do it. And then the last way that I'm going to show you to make some money with your Twitter account or your social network in general is by becoming an affiliate for this video series. Now, you know that you paid $20 for this. I have a system in place that allowed that sale. If you decide to become an affiliate, you are going to get paid $8 every time somebody buys this video series, and that will be paid to you instantaneously via PayPal the moment that that person buys from you. Now, if you're interested in doing that, I will give you the in your package actually is already there. You'll have the Tweet Like a Boss logo. You can put that on your site, and when you email me, I will give you your own affiliate link and a way to log into the system so that you can track your progress. I really, really hope that you found this of value. I am sure by now you are sure that this was a good value. I know what I'm doing on Twitter, and again, this comes with unlimited support. If you ever have any questions or you ever need anything in relation to this, please contact me immediately. Don't think that you're imposing. I've sold you a service, and I intend to take care of you, each and every one of you, as a preferred customer. You're all preferred customers, actually. So reach out to me with any questions. And hit the ground running. Get out there and do what you're doing, but make it multiply. Much love. Many, many thanks for your time. I hope I didn't babble on ridiculously. And for some of you that can't follow a hyper guy like me, refer back to your link list and just keep repeating these steps. It's really simple, and once you start talking to those people out there, you're going to find that you could have a lot of fun. So until I see you in the tweet stream, be safe, much love, and go have some fun.